Morning. Morning. I'm John Day. I'm the Enfield K-12 STEAM Science and Tech Ed Coordinator, and I just wanted to first welcome our student inventors, our mentors, judges, parents, and guests to our annual Invention Convention. As an educator, I have an opportunity to regularly see Enfield students engaging in creative activities, using their problem-solving skills in a lot of our classes. We even have several programs like our Lego Building Tomorrow project, our new K-5 STEAM special, so I regularly get to see what Enfield students can do. But most people in the community don't really have the same access to see how talented our students are. That's why Invention Convention is such a great program. We get to highlight students' ingenuity and problem-solving skills for the public so they can see how creative Enfield students really are. So the Invention Convention is an after-school program run through our intermediate schools in JFK. It's open to students in grades 3 through 7. The Invention Convention program is run in partnership with the Connecticut Invention Convention, a non-for-profit organization whose mission is to help deliver STEM curriculum into the school systems. They're really focusing on problem solving and ingenuity through a series of activities around the invention process. So students in our schools come for 10 to 12 weeks at their intermediate or middle school to work on a variety of projects and to work through the design process for a unique invention. So they have a process where they take and they ideate with their colleagues at their grade levels. They take and develop solutions. They document their work in an invention journal, and then they have to share it out. They have to come and show their invention and explain their design process to a panel of judges and the community. Now the judges are helping select kids who will be moving on to the regionals at Goodwin College, and then from there students will move on to the State Invention Convention.
Tell us about your invention. Tell us what do you have?
I invented the Protec Puck. The Protec Puck is a gel material that you wrap around the puck.
So what made you come up with it? I can tell that you obviously play hockey, but
When I came up with it because it was leaving. I was shooting hockey pucks against the garage and it made a dent.
Oh, you can see. Yep, there's a picture with the dent in the garage door. Okay. So tell us about problems you had making it.
The problems what I had making with it was when I was putting I didn't have gel, so I used hot glue. So I made it like a gel material.
So you tried to use some hot glue, and that didn't work. What was your final solution?
My final solution was just like Velcroing it, so anytime you can take it off.
How did you come up with this invention? So you can take them out.
And my friend Amber, we were all swings, and we noticed that the swing was like cold and like wet, and I had thought of it that what if there was a cover to the swing, and then like once I got the sketch on and stuff, I knew it was a good invention.
Yeah. Did you run into any problems while you were doing that?
Just that when I sewed it together, I had noticed that if you put something too heavy in this, it will
So did you make this part?
almost, but otherwise it's pretty good.
You did. Wow. Have you actually tried it out on a real swing?
Yes, I have.
Yeah. And how'd it work? For any research?
It worked awesome. I did not expect it to work
Yeah.
that well.
So what was your favorite part about working on this invention?
Getting to sew it, because I also learned how to sew with the sewing machine when I did this. So.
They're learning how to problem solve, how to be creative, and come up with ideas out of the box. So I think that's what STEAM pretty much is coming up with things, how to solve problems. These are our future engineers, so this is a start to get them to start thinking about hey, if I want to solve a problem, where should I start? And this is giving them the process to do that. So I think this is incredible for them.
So when you first thought of this invention, did you have to make any changes, or is this exactly what you thought it was going to be like?
This isn't what I thought it was going to be like. This is what I thought it would be like, because I thought it was going to be like till I actually realized when we were at Home Depot, when I actually realized that this wasn't going to work. It would be all these like shoe boxes lining up, and then it would be like 4 of these on the sides. But then I actually realized that when it was actually built, it wasn't going to look good. So
this is the 4th year I've been a judge at Enfield's Invention Convention. It's changed. We have more students coming forward every year, and some of the students this is their 3rd or 4th year they've been involved. So the process that they go through, they're more used to it, they're more comfortable with the interview process, they know what to expect, they've done other inventions that maybe have failed, and they step their game up for the next year. So the quality of invention you're seeing is more complex than the first year, and the comfort level of the students is definitely evolved through the 4 years.
Again, an amazing group of student inventions out there today. We have a round of applause for all of our student inventors. Now I know that each student out there did need help from a few people to help get their projects completed. So first, students, can you stand up and thank your parents, grandparents, friends, and everyone else who helped you? And we have one more group for these kids to thank, and that's your mentors at your school who helped you out through the whole program. So we can have the mentors stand up. All right. So we're going to run the recognitions in 2 parts. First, we're going to call all of the schools up with their mentors, so that you can get a picture of the whole group together at each school. And then we're going to recognize the inventors moving on to regionals. So, our first school is Crandall. So, Kelsey Bruce and the students of Prudence Crandall. Now, for ERFC, we had 2 locations. So we had ERFC at JFK After School and the School Age Center at Enfield Street. So we have those 2 come on up. All right, filling in for Ben Ide is Tammy Arthur, and David Forrest is here for the JFK group. Let's give him a hand. Thank you. Next up is our group at JFK. the students at JFK and their mentor, Leanne Cherpovitz. Next up is Parkman. Keep going. Maybe a couple in the front, 2 rows. All right. The Parkman students and their mentors, Andrew Dupere and Amy Smith. And our last but largest group, Whitney. All right, the students of Eli Whitney and their 3 mentors, Samson Grew, Judah Stoller, and James Barrett. All right, thank you, everyone. As I walked through the public viewing a short while ago, I was struck by how much hard work went into all of these inventions. So we're about to recognize the number of students to move on, but I just wanted to let every student know that it was very impressive. It took a lot of courage to come out and describe your ideas and share them with as many people as are here today. All right. We are going to be recognizing about 17 students to move on to regionals. First invention is the crutch helper, Kiana Schwab from Cranbo. All right, thank you, Kiana. Next up, the slip guard, Taylor Schools from Cranbo. Up next, the Toilet Buddy, Catherine Knapp, ERSC. Step and Sniff, Ashton Rader. Next, No Brainer, Pet Water Container, Julia Simpson, JFK. Next, All-in-One Squirt Brush, Natalia Rivera, Parkman. Next, Swingaroo, Kale Slipman, Parkman. Easy Feed, Evan Murphy, Parkman. The Housekeeper, Colton Messenger, Parkman. Insulator 1000, Joshua Davis. The Homework Helper, Riley Scavato. Slidable pencil holder, Amanda Nestor, Whitney. Top filter, Dylan Cantina, Whitney. Expandable razor, Tara Squirrel, Whitney. Furry fire protector, Jade Monroe, Whitney. Protect Puck, Nolan Steer, Whitney. And last, Hit Sticks, Skyla Thompson. The students we just recognized are invited to attend the Invention Conventional Regional Competition. All students and parents, please meet at the front of the stage afterwards. You're invited for lunch, and we're going to work on some paperwork for registration in room D125. So at the end, all students that were just recognized, please meet up at the front stage. Regional competition is April 8th. I'd like to thank all of our student inventors, mentors, parents, judges, anyone who helped. I'd also like to thank Comey Bonanno and the ETV crew and all of our program administrators and facilitators. Thank you very much. We hope to see you all again next year.
These kids are incredible. Just some of the ideas and their motivation. It's been great.
I'm excited to do this every year because of the enthusiasm of the students. They really are proud of what they presented. They prepare for it. They practice their speeches. They do a great job of presenting their product, and that's what we're all about. So honestly, the students' enthusiasm is what keeps me coming back every year.
I really like to see how creative some of the students can be. Some of these inventions are, when you walk around, you think, wow, why didn't anyone think of this before? So really seeing how creative students as young as 8 years old can be is really the best part of the program.